The Belmont men's baseball team hosted Western Kentucky in front of a sparse crowd Wednesday afternoon after embarrassing the Hilltoppers in Kentucky the day before. Early on, Belmont was looking good as Daniel Wagner hits a nice double in the second inning to get into scoring position. The Bruins followed that with this hit by Matt Zeblo, which brings Wagner on home as they get on the board first. But Western Kentucky wasn't going to give up that easy, with the 12-8 loss from the day before still fresh in their minds.
I think they had a chip on their shoulder from last night. We made them look pretty bad. So
the Hilltoppers strike back quickly in the top of the third with a single run to tie the score. With several injured starters out, a hurt infielder in the fourth inning was the last thing the Bruins needed.
Then Brandon McCall fouled that ball off his foot today, so that took him out of the lineup. We had to move Derek over to third.
To complicate matters, Belmont starting pitcher Nick Whitaker was having some ball control issues.
Nick Whitaker did an admirable job on the mound today, but was constantly in jeopardy too because of control issues. He hit too many batters, obviously, gave up what we would term as too many freebies by walks and hit batters, things like that. But to his credit, did a tremendous job of finding his way out of those issues and finding his way out of that trouble. And at the end of his day, Nick had put us in a position where we should have been able to compete for winning this ball game.
Whitaker allowed only one more run on his watch, a sacrifice fly in the fifth. Belmont was able to string together a couple of good hits in the sixth, highlighted by this Derek Willie double, which finally gave the crowd something to cheer about. But they couldn't capitalize on two runners in scoring position and left the inning empty-handed, which was a reoccurring theme this game.
We just didn't really string it together like we did last night. Last night we had a couple 5-run innings, and where we really strung some hits and some walks, and taking advantage of mistakes by the other team. We had opportunities tonight, but we didn't really capitalize on what we had.
Whitaker left the mound early in the seventh with the score 2-1 Western. With the relievers in, however, the Bruins began to crumble and gave up 2 runs immediately in the seventh. By the top of the eighth, Belmont was down 3 and had a lot of work ahead of them. Western kept piling on with 1 run in the eighth and another 2 in the ninth. Belmont managed a few more on base in the ninth, but again came up empty, making the final 7-1 Western Kentucky.
Offensively, I didn't feel like our hitters put together good quality at-bats on a consistent basis against arms that we probably should have been able to put together more offense with.
And it's something that we can work on all the time, and we can work on it this weekend when we start our conference season at USC Upstate.
Belmont drops to a 4-5 record with the loss. From Shelby Park, I'm Derek Moore, Vision News.